Why are you all so obsessed about Cheyenne Bryant? For some reason, she felt like she needed to lie about credentials. A world where we act like credentials is what determines somebody's effectiveness.
If I'm about to get a surgery and the motherfucking surgeon don't have credentials, don't come near me. It's not the same thing. Psychology is open heart surgery on your brain and what you think. It's the same thing. What are you talking about?
Now, you guys might not remember Amanda.
Low-key noble.
And even if it was a hoax for the sake of bringing attention to this, then I'm like, that's low-key noble. Like, I'm just...
We had made a video about her behavior, and I just want y'all to just see a bit of it.
So I heard that there's some young men who have made a video about me being a narcissist.
Ooh! Guess who that is?
You guessed it.
You was
right. You was right.
Apparently we're old school classic.
Yo, look at your shirt. I'm sorry. That shirt.
Yeah.
Instead of using that time to make a video that can actually be helpful, making a video that is, educating folks on Rodney Reed, who...
Yeah, that was true. I forgot about that. She was like, why did you talk about this guy who's on death row? And then we had just talked about two other people who were on this.
We talk about Botham John.
Yeah.
We did a bunch of videos about him, too. Yeah. At least 3.
That's why her criticism was not...
Yeah. Make a video about that.
Make a video about that. Why don't you make a video about... Why can't we do both?
Based. That's facts. Why can't you do both?
This to be an easy interview. I'm ready to address whatever.
Well, first of all, are you still on Insecure?
What kind of dumbass question is that?
I remember that. Yeah, let's go back in the past. Because you know what? If you want to predict the future, sometimes you just got to look at history.
It is crazy for us to react to an old clip of us, reacting to an old clip of us.
7 years later, the exact same way.
And it always makes me laugh.
I'm here to address everything. What kind of dumbass question?
It's never not funny.
It's a dumbass question. Next question.
Well, who was the person that did not like
No, we're not doing that. But I'm ready to...
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That was a moment. That was a moment.
That's what it feels like.
We was wearing the same colors. I was wearing black. She was wearing black. And look.
Yeah, but this is all on purpose. So why you pretend like it's not? Don't act like you didn't pre-watch.
What? How?
You pre-watched. Don't act like you didn't. Preach. Don't do that. Let's not be fake for the audience. But, authentic moment. We just happened to do that by accident. Don't do that. Why
are you doing this?
Don't act like I didn't send you a text message.
Show me the text. You want to be? Huh? Show me the text. Where's your degree?
Huh?
Where's your degree?
Would you like to see my Costco card? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's good. The fact that we're wearing the same shit is kind of trippy.
I think some people don't like me because I may reflect something that they desire.
That's a reason why some people might not like you. But why does nobody like you?
Oh no, bro!
I'll give you that. That timing was mint.
But that's the phrase that Abba be talking about where he said, no, you on some bullshit. That's my face right there.
The context of this is that she goes on a bunch of podcasts to talk about the fact that she was blacklisted from a party. So it starts this big thing with Issa Rae, who at the time was a mega star in regards to Hollywood and television. She goes on to call everyone in the industry who hates her, which is hundreds of people who have worked with her, a lot of them evil, mean-spirited. And so the interview was actually kind of funny because turns out everyone had valid reasons to hate her. Sure enough, when all of this started happening, I was super curious to hear what she was going to say about this whole situation.
Why are you all so obsessed about Cheyenne Bryant? I'm beginning to think that this is a bot thing.
A bot thing?
Why are you so obsessed about this? Like, okay, she lied. I could see if she lied and harmed people, but she was on my podcast and she was brilliant.
So, it's not about a podcast appearance. This is about treating people. Oh, she messed up a bunch of people and she's taking advantage of the community. You're the one that's quick to fucking say that people are taking advantage of the community. You were talking about patriarchy. You were talking about this. You got someone taking advantage of the community by faking that they're a professional. But you know, you're a girly girl. You're a girly pop. You're girls, right? She just lied. You're talking about the patriarchy. If it was a man taking advantage of women, you'd be like, oh my God, patriarchy.
And I do want to say, there are people that she did do sessions with that were harmed by her that did come out. And I did mention one of them who spoke out very publicly. She was a person who was shot in the head. I think she was in Iraq when she got shot. And so she does have head trauma and PTSD. And she decided to do a session with her. And that session actually sent her spiraling into a bad place. So the idea that she hasn't harmed people, that's just one instance. But you also think of the other instances where she's pretending to represent a field. She's pretending to have a knowledge base and speaking from authority as well as like research and academic background. But she's not. And she's using her own bro science and spreading it out there while using that fucking profession as a shield. So she's misrepresenting the work that a lot of mental health advocates do. And beyond that too, as someone who talks about the fact that, you know, black folks are mistrusting of the whole health industry for valid reasons, having a fraudulent psychologist be the face of psychology in the black community sounds like a pretty horrible thing.
Yo, fuck that, Abba. She was good on my podcast. What are you even on?
That's it.
What do you, fuck all of that.
Yep.
All of what Abba was saying, content. That's your argument.
No, her argument is one that you know very well, which is low-key noble.
Low-key noble.
That's low-key noble.
She's low-key noble. Remember when she said Jussie Smollett is low-key noble? Even though she admitted that he faked that whole hate crime, she's like, well, he was bringing attention to a real thing. This girl truly is the worst for me.
I think it's fucked up that she lied, you know, and then that's that. The need to, if y'all went this hard against like Kamala Harris for supporting a genocide, then like, what would, that would matter to me. Why are you all so obsessed about Cheyenne Bryant? There's no match. I don't need to have some type of debate with Cheyenne Bryant. At the end of the day, for some reason, she felt like she needed to lie about credentials.
T'es folle ou quoi?
I don't know why. I think part of the reason is because we live in a world where we act like credentials is what determines somebody's effectiveness across the board. And it's
Pause. You know what? Sometimes, yeah. If I'm about to get a surgery and that motherfucker surgeon don't have credentials, don't come near me. What are you talking about? If I'm about to have open heart surgery, and guess what? It's not the same thing. Psychology is open heart surgery on your brain and what you think. And the whole way of thinking. It's the same thing.
Wait, pause. Can we just take a second?
Value.
Yes, sir.
That was a bore.
Yeah.
It was a bore.
It is.
Repeat that shit
It's
again.
not because you don't have your open heart, but it's your open mind. What are you talking about? What are you talking? You could seriously fuck up someone
That was a nice
if
bar.
they think that you have the credential because they will leave their hope and trust in you.
Yep.
And then just like a Geppetto, you're going to do whatever you want with the perpetuity of your so-called mastery that you do not have with that person. It is exactly like open heart surgery. The fuck is wrong with you?
I also think it's odd for an artist to say that. Like, you're essentially endorsing the idea that she steals other people's credits.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I don't know, to me, it's just something very odd about this whole dynamic where she's like, oh, well, people act like credentials mean something. Yeah, they do. We have no way of checking everyone's background every single day to make sure that they have years of experience or whatever it is. So we rely on these credentials and the fact that you're state licensed to say that you've met the minimum requirements to be able to hold and do this profession and you meet these standards. Yeah. Like, I don't even know where this is coming from or why she would say this stuff, but let's keep listening.
In some respects, it is absolutely necessary. And in her respect, it actually wasn't necessary for her to do the work that she does. That being said, I just don't care. I don't care. She was on my podcast and she was incredible. I don't care. I think it sucks and I think it was not smart, and I think that at the end of the day, there are people who work really hard to get doctorates. There are also people who call themselves doctor when they get an honorary doctorate, and I don't think that's much different.
Whoa, nobody cares. Whoa.
Dr. Dre does beat. He doesn't fucking tell people what to do with their lives.
No one's canceling fucking Dr. Pepper because he's not offering treatment. Okay, nobody's mad at Dr. Zeus because he's not pretending to be a psychologist and then, my days.
To his defense, that cat was in that hat.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what kind of defense.
Guys, this is so mundane. Like, she doesn't address random
Felt
petty
that
shit all the
good,
time.
man.
In fact, When she got big popular off that Breakfast Club interview, it's because of her little drama with some of the people she works with. Nobody looked at her then and be like, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk about that? We just let you yap on about how you were mistreated by people. It's so funny to watch people and their excuses for why you shouldn't discuss a topic are always just like shaming, as if they don't talk about the more mundane or more. I don't even think this is mundane or insignificant. When the biggest person within a community as a mental health practitioner is a total fraud, that is a big deal, especially when that community has issues with the health industry. It is a big deal. It's fine if you want to address other stuff, but why? Well, I don't know, man. I hate that so much. Why don't you talk about Ukraine? Why don't you talk about this? It's like, okay, can we ever talk about nothing related to world matters? Is that not possible? And we always have to talk about these things? And you realize this is just a thing where they want to position themselves as the person who's doing the moral, righteous thing, so you should never discuss this topic. And it's bullshit.
Actually, Dr. Pepper was actually invented in 1885 by a young pharmacist named Charles Alderton. It is widely believed to be the name after Dr. Charles T. Pepper, a physician, and he is a doctor. So even Dr. Pepper has more credential than Cheyenne Bryant. Anyways.
Maya Angelou was walking around calling herself Dr. Maya Angelou. She didn't complete a doctorate. Some university gave her a doctorate.
Damn, she even threw Maya Angelou under the bus. To my knowledge, Maya Angelou is incredibly accomplished in terms of literary work in her fields, that she has created a lot of works within that field, but she hasn't gone on to do treatment.
She doesn't go outside be treating people.
Am I wrong?
She's a writer.
What?
You're right.
She's heavily rewarded.
She's not just heavily rewarded. To my knowledge, does she do treatments?
No, she's a writer.
Maya Angelou was not a medical doctor, did not offer medical treatment. However, as a prominent advocate for women's health, she supported medical initiatives and lent her name to different. So you gonna throw Maya Angelou under the bus as if she's Cheyenne Bryant when all she did was support health? No one would have an issue with Cheyenne Bryant if she did that. No one would have an issue with Cheyenne Bryant if she called herself just doctor based off her doctorates. The issue with Cheyenne Bryant is she pretended to be a licensed therapist, which she never was, and that she pretended to have a degree that she never received, that she did an academic paper that it never happened, and that she was offering people medical treatment. Like these comparisons that she's making, I don't know. But that's my read on Amanda Seales. I think activism has so many fucking narcissists is unbelievable. The people who attach themselves to wars and conflicts to be able to have this idea of like, I'm a righteous person, but it's only a convenient vehicle for them. It's a convenient vehicle for them because once they attach themselves to this idea of oppression or whatever it is, what they do is they become a symbol and they get all this adulation from people who like revere them as a hero. And that's what they're there for. But they throw that shit away. They throw ethics away. They don't give a fuck about none of these principles the moment they get a chance, because this conflict is just a thing for them to use to be able to shield themselves from any criticism whilst also getting respect from people. Why would you ever advocate for somebody fraudulently pretending to be
because she was good content. She was good on her podcast.
Yes.
She looks good. She looks good on her podcast. Was cool with me. So, and I'm a girl's girl. So, yeah, girlies.
Someone said, yo, maybe Dr. Bryant is the one who diagnosed Amanda Seales with autism. You remember that?
And so I recently was diagnosed as someone who has autism spectrum disorder.
Because Amanda Seales was pretending that she was diagnosed and she yelled at Shannon Sharp. And then when Shannon's like, who diagnosed you? She's like, don't worry about it. Someone did. And then she came on a social media post later and admitted she was never diagnosed.
Yes.
No, I have not been clinically diagnosed by a doctor because I'm not paying $10,000.
I remember that.
I don't know. It is fascinating to see someone be like, I'm for women. And like when another woman is actually harming everyday women because you have a relationship with her, you don't give a fuck. That's why all this patriarchy stuff is always so funny to me, because these people will throw other women under the bus if it's their girlfriend.
Yep.
That's the one who's accused of her.
But you know what is, I don't want to throw you girlies under the bus, but I've seen that behavior a lot. And to a smaller scale, when you have a group of girls, all right, and one of your girlies don't like another girl, right? What you gonna do? Oh, that girl's just so fucking ugly, right? No, you're the most beautiful girl in the... If it's your friend, she's the most beautiful girl in the world. But if you hate that bitch is ugly, she's stupid, fuck that girl. Even if it's not true. Doesn't matter. That's my girl, and my girl is more beautiful than you. And because Amanda Seales is the girl with her, well, she's good. She's all right. She's right. You girls, y'all guilty of that. I gotta say. I see that. Have you seen her? And I'm looking at her and she looks perfectly fine. And your friend be looking busted. But it's your friend. Your friend can't do no wrong.
Some people in the chat are going, Sneeko?
That's a good one.
I'm sorry.